Hey friends, today we're gonna play Buck Chucker and Rowdy Business. I like business and I like to get rowdy, so let's just put those things together and see what happens. I've been fixing to tell you a little about my grandboy Buck Chucker. You see, Buck was always a little rowdy, but he's got a good heart sometimes. So you can imagine that Buck was might distraught when he heard the news that a local orphanage right here in Clay County West. Okay, that's fine. So Buck, being the enterprising young fella he is, decided to go and fetch that 500 himself. He fired up his big rig and hit that lonesome highway with but one destination: Las Vegas, Nevada, a land of wealth, opportunity, and homeless street performers. Will Buck save them orphans? Or will he get sidetracked and end up in some damn predicament? Well, I guess we best find out. Alright, so I guess we're trying to save some orphans. Buck was plumb tickled to enter the Golden Palm Casino lobby, full of high-end plastic palm trees, neon lights, and the shades of pink and gold. Real fancy like. There had to have been 101 ways to rustle up that $500 and save them orphans back home west, by God. Okay, so we just need 500 to save some orphans. Off to the right, he could hear the jingling of slot machines from the casino, and just off the left was a hotel bar. As he approached the front desk, he couldn't help but notice some crying gal looking mighty distraught. Okay, we could talk to the sad woman. We can go to the bar. We can go straight to the casino. Right now we have $50. Let's go to the bar. The bar was darkly lit, except the bar top computer poker games glowing there in the smoky haze. The barmaid made eyes at Buck, likely after the boy's tip, either monetary or the flesh variety. A shifty-eyed woman in a white blazer stood in the shadow of the corner. I don't think I'd want to approach a shady man, so let's just go to the barmaid. Buck slid onto a greasy stool as the barmaid approached him. "What can I get you, cowboy?" I mean, I'm already at the bar. I want a drink. Is she winking at me? I don't think I like that. The barmaid produced a cold glass lager. "On the house for you, cutie," she said with a smile and a wink. Well, shit. Thanks, lady. Alright. "So are you like a real cowboy?" The barmaid eyed Buck with a sultry gaze. I don't like the way she was looking at me. Alright, I guess... we had one drink in me. I think we're cool. I think we should talk to the shady man. Buck approached the shifty-looking man who reached for his hip as he watched Buck come closer. Why? Why? You're reaching for your hip. Why are you reaching for your hip? You excited to see me? It doesn't feel right, for sure, but we already approached him, I feel, so... Get away from here before I... Wait, actually, yes, you might be exactly what I'm looking for. The name's Don Delicio. Delicio? I'm illiterate. Don led Buck to a quiet corner of the bar. Wait. So I can either unbuckle my jeans or just greet him normally. I'm a special agent here on a mission with the Strategic Profiteering Extraction and Research Group. We make the bad guys pay right into our pockets. He let out a strange laugh. I need a man in the field, and you might be the smooth-talking, uniquely qualified son of a bitch I'm looking for. What in the Sam Hill do you need me for? Our target is Guy Mantooth, nuclear arms dealer, counterfeit pornographer, and all-around wrongin'. He's in the casino tonight, and I need you to clean him out at a game of high-stakes poker and extract every last penny he has. I mean, right now I got $50. I was lucky to even get a beer for free. But high stakes, Blackjack is a little low on the cash flow. Don't you worry about the money, Buck. HQ has procured these fake poker chips. 20,000 should do it. You won't be able to cash these out, but they'll get you to the table. Mantooth's a compulsive gambler who can't resist going all in. His wife might prove informative, but don't get cut, Buck. Alright, yeah. Thanks, Buck. Don't let us down. Remember the chips and take this audio receiver. I'll be in your ear the whole time. Don makes another strange noise as he skulked back into his dark corner. I'm feeling alright going into this, knowing we're gonna play poker. Not like I play a whole lot of poker, or play it at all, but I know enough. But now that we're back in the lobby, I guess it's time to talk to the sad lady. I mean, we already talked to a shady man. It can't get worse, can it? Mascara ran down the gal's purty face as she made eyes with old Buck. What's the problem, little lady? Buck asked. She sobbed, my name is Baby Legs. I'm a dancer at the Silver Toe Casino. I need $500 by the end of the night or I'm in a lot of trouble. Do you think maybe you could help me? I can make it worth your while. You're more of a side quest. I'm just here for them damn orphans. The gal then began crying embarrassingly loud, drawn more than a few dirty looks at Buck. Alright. That's not my fault. I'm here for the kids. Alright, I guess it's time to go to the casino then. Through the haze of cigar smoke, Buck surveyed the casino floor. The place was jingle-jangling with rows of slot machines, tables, and them purty little cocktail waitresses selling cigarettes and candied pig's feet. Now, I ain't never had no pig's feet, but I've had chicken feet. I don't know if I'd ever try pig's feet. Maybe I would. I'd try anything twice if I'm being honest. Games, games, games. Winners and losers. What do you think old Bug got himself up to? Ooh. Okay, we could choose what we want to do. We only got $50 though. We do have the 20,000 in those fake chips. But let's play some blackjack. Buck sat down at the blackjack table. The dealer shuffles the tattered cards and awaited Buck's bet. Let's bet 5. Oh. What? Alright. You know what? Let's do that again. Oh, easy. Oh my god, there's no way. I don't know what happened. But I doubled the money. I felt like at some point we were gonna need it. We could go to the high rollers table, but I kind of want to see what horse racing is like. Ooh. We got Virtual Balboa, Buster Cheeks, Peppernick, Foolish Pleasure, Little Anthony. Alright, let's bet 5. I don't want to bet too much in case we're gonna need money later. I mean, I could always play more blackjack. I feel like with horse racing it's a little more luck. But I want to go with Buster Cheeks. Might go with Little Anthony. I'm gonna go with Little Anthony. I can't say I knew exactly what happened there. Um, we're just gonna keep it pushing. What the hell was Buck thinking going to that Las Vegas Nevada? Buck pockets were empty and quenched for lust still unfulfilled. He had to think of something. Buck hung his head down low as he skulked into the alley behind the casino. Psst, hey cowboy, you look like you need a lucky break. Buck turned to see a thin elderly man. His smile is wide and yellow. What did Buck do? I mean, what do we have to lose at this point? Say, cowboy, you want to earn a chunk of change? 500 maybe? The man said in a peculiar southern drawl. Course you do. You need it. Well, don't you? Why, I sure do. Well, cowboy, you see, I got an itch that I think only the strongest hand could scritch. I need a strong hand, you see. Buck looked shocked. You mean my hand? I don't think I like where this is going. The old man laughed and shook his head. Buck could smell his breath, a pungent cocktail of scotch and asshole. No, cowboy, not you. Your friend here. You. The old man points at you. Yes, you. What do you do? I don't know. Seeing as we have no money, we're out in Las Vegas, and they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I think whatever has to happen doesn't have to be talked about. He makes a soft but unnatural cooing sound as you remove his trousers. He isn't wearing any underwear. He turns around and begins shaking his pale, moist rear end inches from your face in a kind of cute dance. Go on, sweet one. Spread them buns and cheese. Oh my god. Why am I so stressed from this? Look at the face he's making. Do we spread the soft toilet tissue flesh of his butt cheeks? Or do we stop? I'm stressed about this. I think we should stop. I don't think I can do it. I don't think honestly, I don't think he's going to give us the $500. So I probably should have used my noggin a little bit more just then. For some reason, I was thinking choosing the quit option would get me to back out of that situation. Because I wasn't trying to toss no salad. But it did bring us back to the starting screen. So I went through that whole beginning introduction again. And we're back at the lobby. We got $50 again. We're going back into the casino. Can we double our money? I just want to get back to $100 before I go to the high roller table. This man is going to be the bane of my existence. Okay, so maybe not going back to Blackjack is the move. So let's just go straight to the high rollers table. The dealer welcomed Buck on over. At the table stood a smooth-eyed Italian with big hair and bigger ambitions. He flicked the ashes from a cigar and cackled maniacally. Introduced himself, Guy Mantooth. Standing there next to him was a pretty little gal with auburn hair, Tessa Landbridge. She smiled flirtatiously. Okay, so this is the guy that we have to con out of all of his money. I'm not here to talk to her. Buck sat down at the table and stacked his chips high. Guy Mantooth leered up through a cloud of cigar smoke. Buck, you say? Ha, cowboy, you just don't know what you got coming to you. That'd be the easiest 20 thou I ever made in my life. Guy Mantooth grinned. Is Buck ready to play? $5 to her name, 20,000 in fake chips. What we gotta lose? The game begins. Guy Mantooth's mouth curled into a smile. Feeling lucky? Yep. Going all in. Guy Mantooth played a perfect hand and cleaned old Buck out. The dealer recognized his fake chips and confiscated them. Maybe I was too quick to trust you, Buck. got man tooth roared with laughter. Alright. Well, fumbled that. This game is a lesson in why we shouldn't gamble. But we're in Vegas. Last time I went to Vegas, all I did was eat. Great food. Overpriced for sure. But food was amazing. I was full 23 out of 24 hours of the day. But since we lost all our money, let's just see what happens when we go all the way with this man. This is where we stopped earlier, and I'm still a little nervous. I've never done this before, but I guess now is the time to go all the way. It's a first time for everything. You slowly peel the old man's cheeks apart, revealing a web of matted gray hair. It smells like a commode. Buck takes a step back. A small bug crawls out from within the odorous jungle and flies away. It's real hot there in the center. A simple choice isn't good enough though. You gotta earn that money. I want you to type touch tongue anus. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. You're hit with the sharp taste of pennies and sorrow. The old man stiffens and lets out a low unk. I have to go. Yeah, that's right, sugar. Work that tongue magic on my butthole. But you know it's a bit lonely in there. Why don't you stick finger? I'm so scared for what's about to come next. Oh god, I don't want to read it. I'm actually covering my eyes right now. You plunge your index finger into the soft, black starfish before you. It slides in with greasy ease, and the elderly man moans. You can see his arm moving wildly as he manipulates his small gangrenous member. I'm gonna have nightmares. That's right, honey. In and out. In and out. That'll do her. Whisper you love me. I need to go to church after this game. I'm so stressed. Again. Say you love me. Type I really love you and really mean it when you type it. Cause I'm close. Oh god, I'm quamming hard. I must repent. Well, thanks. Listen, don't mention this to my wife. Thanks, sincerely. The old man hands Buck $500. Buck turns to you and winks. Well, shit. Thanks, Bart. Was it really worth it? No, it wasn't. Uncle Buck managed to scrape together that $500. What y'all think he got up to next? You know what? We're gonna save the orphans. I can't handle this. I can't handle any more of this. Buck was happier than a two-peckered puppy to have that $500 in hand and ready to head back up yonder to save them damn orphans. He headed to his big rig and fired it up with a mighty roar of the engine and a woo-ee. Oh, we're actually playing this. Okay, we lost one life. Shortly after leaving Las Vegas, Buck's big rig ran a small passenger vehicle off the road, killing its occupants. Them folks in the car gone before the dust even settled. Your old Uncle Buck got himself 23 long years in that Clark County Detention Center. Reckless driving and manslaughter, they called it, of a mama and a little one. Sad business, that. Real sad. Well, I'm learning a lot about myself right now. So I wasn't satisfied with that last ending. I wasn't a big fan of how I had to whore myself out. Um, but we're going to try to get that $500 in other ways. So let's run this back. Alright, so it seems like I have the worst luck when it comes to gambling, but I think that's enough of Blackjack Simulator. I am curious about the other endings, but I think we're gonna save that for another time if I feel like coming back to it. But that's gonna be it for now, so thank you for watching.